How to feed a Tibetan Mastiff Puppy. Healthy tips. When you buy a Tibetan Mastiff Puppy, number one question is how to grow it into a healthy dog. For its healthy growing, you'll need a healthy feeding. What are the healthy diet tips for the Tibetan Mastiff Puppy? Let's find out. This is the Beyond Fur channel, and before I walk you through with details, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get a notification whenever I upload a new video. As I've already mentioned in my previous video, your pup needs food rich in proteins, minerals, vitamins, and fats. Sure, you must give different portions of food to your Tibetan Mastiff Puppy at different ages. It is desirable if you feed your puppy 3 or 4 times a day with 4 or 6 cups of food when it's 8-12 weeks old. But if your Tibetan Mastiff is 4 or 8 weeks old, it is preferable 3-4 cups of food 3 or 4 times a day. 12 or 16 weeks old puppies require 6-8 cups of food 3-4 times a day. Puppies from 4 to 6 months old should be given 8-10 cups of food 2 or 3 times a day. But if your pup is 6 or 18 months, give it 8-12 cups of food 2 or 3 times a day. Your fully grown Tibetan Mastiff should be given food twice a day. To have a healthy dog, you should follow the feeding schedule. It will help your puppy to know when the feeding time is. Sure, it has its benefit as well. You will avoid your dog's barking for food. When you observe your dog's appetite and the speed it's growing, you'll know better if you give him some extra helpings for the third time or not. But it is recommended to feed the Tibetan Mastiff twice a day. Avoid canned food as they contain artificial ingredients that may cause skin disease. If your puppy starts to scratch its skin, it may be a food allergy, so it is desirable if you take advice from the vet. It is a must to build up eating habits in your Tibetan Mastiff Puppy because it will lead to the healthy growth of your canine fluffy friend. Your Tibetan Mastiff will be a healthy and happy dog, and you'll avoid extra expenses spent on visiting the vets for the medical treatment. What kind of food is preferable for your Tibetan Mastiff Puppy? It is advisable if you feed your Tibetan Mastiff Puppy with a dry and wet food combination. Dry food is good for its teeth development, and wet food will provide some extra water. As for free feeding, you should be careful about it because it is desirable to get your Mastiff Puppy used to eating schedule and food portions. It should know its daily portion first because the Tibetan Mastiff is a large dog breed, and like any other large dogs, it may not control portions and overeat. Also, it may eat faster, which will lead to bloating and obesity. When you leave a big amount of food for your dog, you must be sure your Tibetan Mastiff knows limits and has the habit of eating a certain amount of food. If you want your Tibetan Mastiff to get used to healthy eating habits, follow the above given portions and schedule and be sure food contains all necessary ingredients. Talk to your dog's vet, select the best food for your puppy, and follow the tips to avoid any health problems. When a Tibetan Mastiff is a puppy, its food should contain 27% of protein and 12% of fat. And when it reaches the adult stage, its food should include protein of 21 or 25%. These are the tips for your Tibetan Mastiff healthy growth. Hope you found this video informative. Thank you for watching and see you in my other videos.